Hey, what's up guys? You got Gunkar BB here. We're back with more PMPL. And this time, we made it to quarterfinals, so we need to win another one. Then another one. And then another one. And we're gonna be able to win undefeated once again, just like last season. But we're almost there. We might be able to. I'm just saying. We might be able to. If we are, then you heard it here first. I mean, I think I bring it up every video, but I won the first one. Undefeated. Undefeated. So, but yeah, this time we're going against Baby Huey. And he has Landers, Tyrion. I mean, I guess they're both broken, right? So, but yeah, it's Tyrion. It's the you know, the intimidate. So, and he also has Qianbao. I love Qianbao. Qianbao should be allowed always in every tier, league, whatever. It's just such a cool mon. I mean, you send out your resist. It takes 55%. It's like, oh, you know, it's probably a roll. It's between 55 and 40. So yeah, I hate Qianbao. So, but yeah. Let's get right into it. Let's see if we can keep moving on the bracket. Alright guys, so for this one, we're gonna take a bit of a defensive approach here. Mainly because Qianbao just kind of destroys everything. So straight up, I'm just gonna let you know, we're bringing like 3 bulky mons, physically defensive mon, and that is gonna be, we're gonna start with Slowbro. We are Colberberry with Body Press. This is to lure in the Qianbao. Toxic so you can catch the Mantine, and that way we can chip it down for the rest of the team. And of course, Psychic Noise helps against, of course, his other bulk, because he has a lot of bulky mons like Mantine, Sylveon, etc. I am able to take 2 crunches if it's, you know, like just regular. If it's banded, I think it is a little more complicated. And of course, a defense drop will be devastating. But it is a good, you know, allure. Even though I'm pretty sure he's gonna know that I have Body Press, because why wouldn't I? But it can come in handy to just stay in and blow that thing back with a Body Press. So that's gonna be our first Pokemon here. It might be our lead. That being said, there is a Mega Manectric on the other side, so maybe not. Following up, we have Zapdos, and this is a sub-pressure set with Toxic, so sub-Toxic. I've been waiting to bring this for a long time, and I think this might just be the match for it, because nothing really wants to take Toxic and Thunderbolt at the same time. I mean, there are things, right? Notably Roselia, which I know it's funny, he's probably not gonna bring that, but I've seen him use it pretty good, so he might actually bring it. But anyway, Landorus, which is the electric resist, is gonna get Toxic, so it's gonna get the Manectric, and with Sub Roost I can actually sit on it with pressure and blah blah blah. It's just a stall set. I'm not even gonna you know, but I think it works with the team because this team is just very toxic, as you can see. Toxic as the move. I don't think stall itself is toxic, especially in Draft League. I feel like stall is just not that good. So that's why when I see someone drafting stall, I get excited because we're like, oh, do you know how to use it? Because when people do, it's like, oh wow, okay, that's impressive. But little tangent there. But yeah, this is like a stall set, somewhat. Sub toxic, pressure, you know how it is. Coming up, we have a bulky Excadrill that's supposed to take Qianbao again. Pretty much everything it's trying to take on Qianbao. I know, crazy. Maybe I'm over preparing for it. At the end of the day, it can just click moves against me. But we're just gonna be EQ Rapid Spin Toxic again. You know, that's the theme of the theme. That's the theme of the team. So, and of course Rocks, because we do want the Rocks up on the other side. He has a lot of switch-ins to this, like Landorus and Mantine. But because they're switching, I think those are great targets for Toxic. And if they get Toxic, I can get a lot of progress in the match. And our last line of defense is gonna be FizzDev Sylveon with the Terra Steel. So this mon kinda just sits on his team, kinda. He has things against it, especially if I Terra Steel. But at the same time, if I Terra Steel, it's gonna be a little difficult for him to take this down, if that makes sense. Because I think he's also gonna have to rely on Toxic, which is why I was debating having Heal Bell on this mon. But with Terra Steel, I can bypass that, and I could just win by becoming a Steel type. Like I said, it does make me weaker. Think of things like Landorus. I do not want to be a Steel type in front of Landorus. And of course, Infernape. But, and yeah, you know, Fire and Fairy just hits the team pretty hard. That's just common. Yeah, that's gonna be the Sylveon set here. And then we are bringing another Terra Captain. So last time we used this guy, it was a little disappointing. This time we're just gonna go max attack, max speed. And we are clear Amulet because my friend here, Baby Huey, has a, you know, the standard, well, not standard. It used to be a thing just long time ago. I think it was X and Y or so. Mega Manectric, Landorus, use Cycling, Ball Turn with Intimidate, because they both have Intimidate. So I think if he wants to deal with Mimikyu that way, he's gonna find out really quick that just not gonna work. So I am Terra Fairy because at +2 Play Rough does the most to Landorus, and I would really like to get rid of Landorus, because if that happens, it opens up a lot of mounts in my team. But yeah, we're just gonna be 3 attacks, Swords Dance. This is like the usual set, except people like from Life Orb. We are very weak without the Life Orb, but hopefully we can compensate with Terra Fairy. And lastly, we're kind of cooking here. Scarf, Mixed Infernape, or Terra Stellar. Okay, so hear me out. I want it to be Terra Fire, because that's what I want to spam here. But that makes me weak to Sucker Punch. Or not weak, but you know what I mean. I would like to remain as a fire fighting type. So with Terra Stellar, I am Terra Fire, but I'm keeping my defensive typing, if that makes sense. This is entirely for Qianpao, but Terra Stellar Overheat is going to do a lot to everything except for Mantine. And yeah, and I guess also Sylveon can kind of take it pretty well, but that's why we have Fire Punch, and then for Mantine we have Thunder Punch, and of course U-Turn for Momentum. But yeah, we are supposed to spam Overheat as much as we can, and hopefully we can trick Landorus into coming in, and then it's a Terra Stellar Overheat, and that's gonna be a lot. So that's gonna be the team, and let's get right into the battle. So we've got the battle here. As you can see, this is mainly what I expected. I did expect Bronzong over a couple members here. It's hard to fit in though, so I get it. But I think Bronzong had a pretty good matchup against me. Or maybe not some of the matchup, but it's Bronzong, it's good. And yeah, let's just get right into the battle. If I'm not mistaken, I'm just gonna lead with Zapdos, because I am expecting a Manectric lead. And I could lead with Excadrill for that, but I don't really want to stay on an Overheat because that does way too much. So yeah, let's go into the battle. So we got Zapdos on Landorus. Oh my god, lead go. And do we sub first? I think I sub first. Yeah, maybe Toxic first was better, because I already revealed my set with he can see my pressure and of course my leftovers. And T-Ball's gonna take it out, obviously, as we are able to Toxic the Manectric, which is amazing. I am gonna switch because I'm expecting a Toxic on his other side. Expecting a Toxic on the other side, and here I'm going to switch out on the Mantine. And unfortunately, I take a Toxic. I miss a Toxic, sorry. I mean, I probably should have stayed in, but like, what do I go into, really? Yeah, Zapdos, but I am expecting a Toxic on his end. I thought he was gonna overpredict, so I overpredicted by staying in, if that makes sense. So I really wanted to Toxic this. It is Whirlpool though, and with that damage we can see that it's also I forget the name of the item. I think it's Binding Band or whatever. But yeah, I'm guessing this is to trap Slowbro, in which case I was never switching, well, not never, but Hurricane does a lot to Slowbro, so I wouldn't want Slowbro him. So yeah, but I mean it makes sense. I like that idea. I love trapping sets. They're amazing. We're able to get another Toxic because I'm just built like that, bro. What can I say? I knew he was gonna switch, and I'm able to go into Slowbro. We eat a U-turn, which is pretty bad. And then comes Sylveon. So here I'm kind of worried, but for once I don't see leftovers, which is telling me, oh, this is Specs, especially because it is Terra Fairy, as you can see over here. So, and I mean, this has been brought against me before, so that's what I'm expecting. And unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna have to sack Excadrill because I don't want anything else taking this. Zapdos would have died, so would have Slowbro, and my Sylveon could have taken one and then threatened with the Terra Steel, but I just didn't want to sack HP on this so early. I just figured Excadrill is done. So we're gonna set up with Mimikyu here as he goes Infernape, which that really threw me off, and I was guessing he just wants to U-turn on me to break the disguise. And as it turns out, it's a Toxic. So I'm like, oh wow, you would have really sacrificed your Infernape. And yeah, so we see U-turn doesn't do a whole lot, which is very important. We do get a Psychic Noise here, which is also very important because this is not gonna heal with Wish, but it is unfortunately gonna heal in a different way with Heal Bell. And pretty much all the progress that I've made is out of the window. I mean, not really, but Landorus was Toxic at 88. This was Toxic at 82. And Mantine was not Toxic, I don't think. Oh, it's, yeah, I figured. I'm like, what? I swear I Toxic that. It was Toxic at 82 as well, so I was making some really good progress. But Heal Bell. And yeah, that's gonna be really horrible for me. I throw a Scald because I knew he was gonna stay in. And we do get a burn, so I guess that's not too bad. And here, do I switch out again? Please tell me I switch out. Yeah, I go Sylveon. He knows I'm Terra Steel, so I'm surprised he Toxics here. But I guess it kind of makes sense. Hyper Boost does a pretty good chunk, so this is already chipped down. It's gonna take rocks, whatever. I'm gonna let him Volt Switch because I don't have a ground type and there's not a lot I can do. We see that Mantine doesn't take rocks again because it's Binding Band or whatever that item's called. And here he's gonna be able to Roost, but I can go Zapdos. Except that was a greedy play. I knew if he was a trapping set, he's most likely gonna be Toxic. So going Zapdos was just really greedy, dude. Like Zapdos won. Look at this team. So now we have to deal with Toxic, and Zapdos has a really hard time at winning here because every time I sub, it's like horrible. So I think I Toxic here. Yeah, maybe T-Bolt was better. Like he's already seen my set, and because Manectric's faster, I'm gonna be forced to stay in. 35 is a lot. So yeah, I mean I am kind of stalling it, and here he's just gonna Bolt, just keeping it as a sack. It makes sense. And in comes Landorus. I would have loved Toxic in here, but like I would have been too low. So yeah, and here I think he doesn't want to take the. Oh, I switch. Oh, that's crazy. I could have Toxic this too. Oh well. But there goes my rocks, and my rocker's dead. So yeah, all my progress is out of the window, dude. God damn. This is gonna be a tough battle. And I go Zapdos again. I'm not even static anymore, so I don't know why I did that. And here it is. So I was running a risk with this Pokemon, bringing it the way that I brought it. And I knew Chien-Pao at any moment can come in if I bring this set. But I'm like, you know what? I can outstyle. And looking at this team, I think I could have done it. But then I got Toxic. So, and in comes Chien-Pao. So now I have to pick a sack. Kinda. I go Slowbro, expecting maybe a nice move, but he just go for a Crunch, and we can see that it does 40%. That could be Adamant, or it could be some sort of boosting item. It is not Choice Band though, because Choice Band would have done a lot more. We also see homie over here struggling. I did wait for him because I'm not a piece of shit, obviously. So yeah, I wasn't hurrying either. I also tested because I wasn't sure if it was me or him, and it was him, but it's fine. And so thank you for rating. I mean, this is how people should be. So yeah, you're welcome though, I guess. Throughout a overheat, this is what I wanted, but it's like, it's so late. And I also didn't need Terra. I mean, things are set up. I know Mantan doesn't die, and it would have gotten, you know, a roost. But, like, he's not gonna go Mantan. He doesn't even know if I'm special or physical. And more damage on Landers could have mean that Mimikyu can win. So, I did get a lot of damage. Unfortunately, he's lefty, so here he's gonna go back to 56. But, oh, well, he doesn't stay in. So, but in comes this thing again. I don't really have any switching because he can just ice move now. I go Sylveon, he doesn't miss. I was hoping it was a miss, or you know, he switches moves, so yeah, that does confirm. And I was looking, it's looking really tough. We are down 3-6, and here I'm hoping. So I made this play because I'm hoping something. Electric dies to Toxic here, so I am expecting him to see Mimikyu and be like, okay, I can just sack my Electric to get the Intimidate. And then he dies and I get something in for free. It's basically like your U-turning, right? Because if Mimikyu, like, I can kill this, right? So that's my mindset. Like, he's gonna try to sack it. I am clear Amulet, so he's not gonna be able to intimidate me. I'm gonna get a +2. But he goes Ape. And I Terra Fairy. Oh, I just attack? Really? Damn, I don't even remember what I did. Oh god, I'm such a fraud. But yeah, I attack with Terra Fairy. Rocky Helmet. 56%. This is a Fizz Def. So, yeah, this is looking really horrible. So, and he U-turns! Guys, he U-turned. Oh, and then comes the Chimpao. Oh, dude, I think I just sack Zapdos here, which is... he doesn't even ice move, dude. He doesn't need to. And then comes this thing. It's down to these two guys. I Fire Punch, which... oh, wow, a burn. How useful. Yeah, we do get a kill on Manside. So, hashtag not a 6-0, as they say. Shoutouts to Ellie. She's the one that says that a lot. But another Fire Punch, because... I mean, at this point, I just gotta do stuff like this. But, like, who cares? Because fucking max defense Infernape is back with the Rocky Helmet. And it's like, god damn it! Oh, that did 13, bro. 13. Guys. It does have Slakoth. So I have to switch. I'm pretty sure he just tucks. Yeah. This doesn't exactly matter, I guess. Because, like, Mimikyu's a piece of paper. And I'm sure whatever move he has... Well, it's not whatever move, because we know it's Terra fighting, which he's revealed 3 moves, and none of them are fighting type, so that move's probably Mach Punch or Close Combat, if I have to guess. U-turn breaks my thing. He does do the thing with Manectric, so yeah, but the thing is, he can just go Chimpao because he knows. And I go into this. I know. God, dude, this is so strong. 55. Are you kidding me, dude? I've been saving this thing because, like, I know it's gonna 2-hit KO it, and I need it to be healthy because afterwards it's just gonna die to the priority that Chimpao has. But I don't know what else to do here because Mimikyu would have died as well. So at that point, I just gotta hope that Infernape just like it's like the other Infernape's at 69. Nice, but there's nothing I can do, dude. So it's looking really dire. What can I do to win? Can I kill Landorus at least? 1 overheat. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Alright. What else? Well, in comes Infernape. I'm gonna switch out. He's Slakoth again. Well, here I could potentially get a kill. He Mach Punches. Oh, that does have to. Yo, Mimikyu sucks! Why are you walled by physically Infernape? So, yeah, this is just gonna go down to Mach Punch. I couldn't even get another hit. He didn't even heal. So here... The one thing, oh dude, I wanted to make this cool, but I could crit overheat and then Chimpao can die. But the implications here is that he has Mach Punch and we die. Chimpao also had priority, as he told me after the battle. So yeah, that's the end of the run. I don't think I explained that very well. So Mach Punch, and also I think I shard on the back. So I was fighting an uphill battle at the end there, but I have a lot to say. Let's get things out in order. So number one. GG. GG's to Baby Huey. I think he played fantastic. You played out of your goddamn mind, dude. You play like a fucking champ. And I am very harsh on myself. I do think I played like shit. I think, can we agree on this? I was kind of bringing it back at some point. It's just like you can only do so much when you fucked up so much. You know what I mean? God, I wish I could speak English. Look, like, I made a 6-0 into a 2-0. So that's what I'm getting across. I did what I could, but unfortunately I didn't play very well at the beginning. And that really, I just dug my own grave, and at some point it just really didn't matter. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Building, I think the team he brought is just immaculate. This Infernape has been brought against me a couple different ways, like physically Infernape, like physically defensive. This is probably the best iteration of it. Fucking amazing, dude, that you brought this. Of course, everything else just, you know, toxic. He had the same idea as me, except his team was better in that regard, and mine was probably not well equipped. Also, 3 Terra captains at the same time was probably, I don't know. I mean, I figured that was gonna give him more opportunities, and it did. But I wasn't sure when to click the button, and I think clicking it on Mimikyu actually put a lot of progress against me. Because what if I did it on Infernape? I think that could have helped a lot. Like I said on the turn with Landorus, that could have taken like almost 80 from what I remember. I mean, it did 40, right? Doesn't sound right. Well, you know what I mean. It would have been a Terra Stellar over here. That's pretty fucking strong. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on this battle. You may leave now if you don't have anything else that you want to hear, but I do want to say a couple things in the tournament in general, and, you know, PMPL. First of all, thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. This was really fun, dude. The whole 3 Terra Captain things, and they're both like, all three of them are like lower tier somewhat. That was fun. It was interesting. It was probably not balanced, but like, I don't know. I don't have like anything to like. Don't worry, I'm not like criticizing. I'm just saying, when you do a format like this, there's probably something you're overlooking, which is fine. I couldn't find whatever it was, but it didn't feel too crazy in terms of like, oh my god, I'm just gonna lose to this and that because it's broken in this meta game, this made up meta game, whatever. But no, like this was cool. Like, I'm sure there was something that was too strong or whatever, but this was cool. I enjoyed playing this a lot. Shout outs to Treant and Dylan, and God, I'm sorry, I don't know the mods too well. I'm new here, but you guys rock. You guys rule. You guys are epic. So yeah, I'm not exactly happy with my performance on this battle. I would have loved to go in undefeated again, but I dropped the ball. It just boils down to that, but I am happy. I had fun here. So yeah, I feel like I had more to say, but I guess not really. I had fun though. Shout outs to you guys. Shout out to everyone I played. Dracogon, fucking okay, big guy. God, it was a lot of people. Peter 69er or 96. So I swear I'm not trying to say 69. I'm so sorry. Kung Fu Panda. Fucking who else? Ah shit, dude. There was somebody else. There were so many people else. I swear it's not like I forgot about you. It's just it was a lot of people. But I love playing everybody. Seriously, you guys rule. And maybe I see you next time ish. I don't know when the next one is. Probably if it's too soon, I'm not gonna play. But later on, yeah, right on, dude. I'll be there. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Take the camera out of me. Goodbye. See you guys on the next Draft League, or maybe I take a break. I don't know. See ya. Oh, and thanks for watching. I don't know if you've been watching from the beginning. But if you were, I appreciate that a lot. And even if it's the first time, just thank you. Thank you for watching. My videos are not amazing, but I do put effort on them. So, yeah. Shut up. Goodbye. Do you know that feeling? When you've tried so hard, you've got so far, but in the end, it just doesn't even matter. Well, I'll tell you what. If you know that you made a mistake, is it that hard to learn from it?